box like this is perfect for a spaceship. Oh yeah. Hey everybody. I got a box. It's a big box. This here is from Radioactive Scale RC. He reached out and, out of the kindness of his heart, sent me a 3D printer. If you guys don't know who Radioactive Scale RC is, he is the guy who has designed. Where are we at? So all the goodies that I have in a few of my trucks now. So like the Just Married Sand Ladders, the custom cooler that says JK Heart AS. That was all 3D printed by him. And even in the cooler he does like little cola bottles and fake ice and all that kind of stuff. He has loads of cool things. Toolboxes, barbecues, just amazing stuff. So go give him a look at. He's on Instagram, and he does have a YouTube channel. I have his Instagram or YouTube in the description. I'm gonna check obviously and make sure those are there, but he is in the description. So just go in there and follow the link and go see all of his really cool 3D printed stuff. And don't be afraid to send him a message, and he can help you out on whatever you might need. And I mean, most of all in this video, thank you very much. I've said it probably 1,000,000 times now, and I'm just going to keep saying it, because this was extremely kind. Yeah. So I wanted to do a video where I was unboxing it, and then much like my last video, making sure my pants are pulled up, we're going to do a little bit of magic where it just appears and it's done. But yeah, so let's open this box. We'll start with this side. To be completely honest, I have no idea what's in this box, other than a 3D printer. I do know it's big. Got some styrofoam. Can make a good seat out of this, you know, for your spaceship. Alrighty, let's start with, nope, instructions. So this looks to be, this is the ANYCUBIC Mega X. So it's big. But this here is all the tools and gloves, extruder hose, a cable. It has the USB card reader and the USB the USB card reader and the SD card, which he has kindly updated and everything. So again, thank you very much. So I'll have to plug that into the computer and see how all that stuff works. I have bought and paid for my first 3D file. It is the 2JZ engine cover for the VS410 that Harley Designs made. So, because I have 3 VS410s that needed 2JZ. I'm gonna put that there. Ooh. A full roll of filament. Apparently a lot of these printers do not come with a full roll. I don't know if this is like a huge roll or not, but it came with a nice white roll, which is always nice. Power cord. And I believe this is you put your roll of filament on here and it rolls. Unspools, maybe the proper term of saying it. Okay, let's grab this baby. Whoop. So this is the printing deck. Whoa. It's all like texture-y. It moves backwards and forwards. And it has a screen right there. See that? Yeah. There's an X and a cube. It's the ANYCUBIC Mega X. That's all I can say about that. Okay, so we're gonna put this down here. Stay. More foam. What's this piece? What's this piece? This paper can be used for leveling. Because I think you have to level a bed so that the extruder is printing level. So you put the paper. You'll be watching a lot of YouTube videos. More foam. Okay. Start with this piece and go from there. Alright. So now we got the whole machine itself. So obviously this would be the extruder here. I'm hoping you can see that. So there's the extruder there. This goes back and forth. This goes down along with these threaded rods. It's all in there. Goes up and down. Then here's the front. I got a really nice ANYCUBIC thing there, but as you can see, this moves side to side. Yeah. Pull that out. Let's see what else is in the box. That's it. that's it. Alright. I didn't think of any of this, did I? Stay. Put this here. We're going to grab this. And so this goes somewhere. I don't know what that does. Oh, this sits on it. So yeah, so this goes. Oh yeah. Alright. Goes like through there. Or something. Anyhow, so it's gonna look something like that. So for now, I think I'm just gonna put that like that. Maybe not like that. Maybe. I'll leave it like that for a minute. Alright. Without breaking anything more, I'm just going to put everything back down here. What was this? I have no idea what I'm doing with this. This is a whole new venture for me. I've been wanting to do this for a good while now, and the lowrider was actually going to buy one. But like I said, Axial RC reached out and sent me this. So I've done a lot of research on it. I know what could be upgraded. I know its limitations as it sits here right now. And for me, I think this is going to be just fine. Definitely to get started and learn what I'm doing. But yeah. Again, thank you very much. And I think the movie magic's gonna start. So yeah. 1, 2. Well, it's building. I was just gonna continue the video in a sense of I was just going to continue the video after just assembling it, and I couldn't wait, and wife and kids want to see it printing, so got it finished last night. I figured out the software this morning. There's a little bit of thought there was a problem. Apparently it's not a problem. Not 100% sure. The SD card had to be reformatted for some reason, and I lost all the files. But then all I had to do was I just sliced the next file I was making and put it onto the SD card, and it's clearly printing. But all in all, now I got lucky. From what I could tell, the awesome guy over at Axial RC, he, I believe, possibly pre-assembled a couple things already. It had some blue filament in there, which there wasn't enough to do a print, but that's okay. I'm going to buy more of that blue stuff, though. I really like that blue. It's the same blue that, like, the cooler in the back of my truck, in the back of both my trucks. It's that blue, so I really like that blue. but the roll that came with it, there's still a lot on there, but assembling it was fairly easy. I had a bit of an issue finding the hole, she said. So I had to get my wife to come over and give me a hand. I held it and shuffled it back and forth until she got the screws in the holes, got them all in there, and then I tightened them, or torqued them per se. And then today I leveled it, figured out how to do putting the new filament in, which is really easy with this machine. On the back side of the filament feeder, we'll say, there's a little trigger. So if you just hold that, even when you're pulling it out, just pull it back and you can manually pull everything through. And it will get to the point where there's that little ball at the end because you've been printing. You just pull that right through and a little black piece comes out with it. Well, you just put the black piece on your new filament and put it back in the hole, and it's super straightforward. And then again, pull that little trigger back and just feed the line all the way through. And there's obviously settings on this where there's filament extract, I believe it is, removal, and then refill, we'll say, install. So once you get it, you feed it through until it gets to the beginning of the extruder, and then you press the install, and it starts feeding it through, it heats up, feeds it through, and then it gets it out so that you know it's, you'll get a little coil. Do press stop because it will keep feeding it through. But you get a little coil of stuff. I believe I threw out that coil. But everything's super simple when you're leveling it. You know, it's got these really cool little, I don't know what to call them, little knobs that you just spin clockwise or counterclockwise on each corner, 4 corners. And you just get a piece of paper and get the extruder into each corner. And you just slide a little piece of paper underneath the tip, and once it's like kind of grinding lightly onto the paper, you're level, according to YouTube. And from there, like on these first 2 prints here, this is the Mr. and Mrs. Owl. I just did default settings. There's a couple little blemishes, like on the back of one. I could probably file it off and make it nice, but we'll start with Mrs. Owl. When you really look at it, she's like, the detail is really nice. I'm very impressed with the amount of detail, especially the little floof on the top of the head there. The ears, nice and pointy. The face, the detail in the face is good, and all the feathers. I'm really impressed with how this did. A lot of people that I was watching the videos, they weren't the greatest on the first print. There's a lot of stuff going on, but with this, like, there's barely any lines. Like, you could barely tell this was actually printed, which I'm really excited about. Like, you can tell, obviously, but it doesn't have that problem that I've seen in a number of prints where you can really see the lines. And here's Mr. L. Again, the hat's really well done. The face, and then all the feathers and everything, and there's the back. Really impressed. So, you know, I joked my wife, I was like, my first gift to you from the printer, Mr. and Mrs. L. But we'll paint those, and I think those will be fun to put somewhere. Would have been funny on the wedding cake, I'll tell you that much. But, so after printing those, I have bought the 2JZ motor cover. It goes over the servos on the front of the VS410 Phoenix, or Fordyce. And so he designed it, Harley Designs. Harley Designs designed the design of the 2JZ. And Scale Builders Guild's used it too, and I think he's done 2 of them now, and then obviously Josh has done a couple. This isn't the filament that I would prefer to use. It's just PLA. From what I've learned, I need to be using PETG. The melting points, it doesn't melt so fast or at all, depending. So I thought, well, let's get it in the slicer and get it going. So what's printing right now is the block. So it's the block with the intake and exhaust and turbo. It's very flat. It's definitely super cool. Here, why don't I do this for you? You're gonna see this done in video. So, you're watching me film a scene that will be in the video in a second. But you can kind of see what's going on there. I can edit that when it's done. You're gonna actually, right now, here's when we're gonna do it. So with the owls, I've got a few fast clips that I put together, sped up. Not the whole thing, but just sections like the bottom, kind of the middle, and then the head. So, you know, here we go. We'll put those on now. Alright, so as you can see, the print's printing well. The printer's doing its job. Printing. Yeah, so it's telling you, watching this is distracting when I'm trying to talk to you. The camera angle might be different because the camera decided to stop filming right as I said, watch these now. So now this whole bit's different. But now you're going to see the beginning of the 2J print, right as it starts. So the kind of the layout of it and how it starts. As it's finishing, I will record the last end of it and you will see that. So, there you go. So as you see, very different. Even just the way it was, how it's all designed and laid out, very properly done. Very Harley designs, let's say. The way he does everything is very particular, and just watching how this is being built is so cool. Yeah, I'm trying to remember everything I said because I kept talking. So this machine is super nice. It's got great features and functions. Everything's really nice. How it works and everything. I believe this model is discontinued now because it's a year or two old. You can still get parts for it and everything, but they've moved on to new models, which is fine for me. You know, as long as I can still get parts for this thing, I really don't care. I like it. It's got a big X and a cube, like I joked about in the first part. You know, for me to learn, this is great. And so from there, you know, again, massive thank you to Radioactive Scale RC. And like I said in the beginning, the link's in the description. Go check out his YouTube channel. He also has an Instagram channel or page, Radioactive Scale RC. And I'll put a little, all the stuff's in the bio or the description to go to. He's always in there, but to go check out all the trucks he's building. Lots of RC four-wheel drive, some element trucks, really good builds, good paint jobs, and his 3D printing is amazing. He has a whole catalog of stuff that he prints and sells. So, you know, custom sand ladders, and you know, if you talk nice to him, he can maybe do something custom for you. He was very nice to do the custom cooler for me, because he had to actually redesign that whole, where normally it will say camel on the front of the cooler, he did the whole JK Hart AS. So that was very, very kind of him. Just like sending this. Big step. Big, huge moment for Blind Guy RC, for sure. And this wouldn't have happened without Radioactive Scale RC. Arguably, none of this would happen without RC, you know? If you really think about it. But it's amazing the kind of people you meet in this hobby. You know, even Harley Designs, I've messaged him plenty of times with questions, and he's always super nice and answers them. Same with Matt at Scale Builders Guild, and you know, Matt BULLMAN from BULLMAN Built RC, great guys. Jordan and Doug there. And as much as it's controversial for a lot of people, Aaron over at RC Sparks, you know, he was one of the first channel, the biggest, arguably even now, channel to support my channel back when it was Quack RC and I first started. He was one of the first 10 subscribers. So, you know, just all these people I've met, and you know, now with Radioactive Scale RC, it's amazing to see the amount of people that you meet in this hobby. So, if you're thinking about getting into it, you should. You never know who's doing it in your local area. There's people everywhere doing this. If you want to make a YouTube channel, grab your phone, film what you're doing, throw it up on YouTube. Simple as that. Same with reels on anything else. It's super easy and it's super fun to do. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it as go to Radioactive Scale RC, go to his YouTube and his Instagram, follow his Instagram, subscribe to his YouTube, you know, like and comment on his videos and posts. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Really helps a lot. So like, comment, subscribe, ring that little bell on the side there, let you know whenever I do a video. I try and do that at least one a week. So this will be the video for this week, and then I'll have a video out next week. I think I actually would have 2 videos out this week now, thinking about it. But regardless of that, a run video will be coming depending on the weather. I'll get the forging out, test those tires in some mucky weather. But yeah, so I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'm going to keep printing, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.